Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. How are you getting on? Hope all of you are doing great as well as paying proper attention to your study. You know that in our class we already have started narration. Only 2 classes we got before our vacation for this topic. Now I would like to resume this class. So let's get started. In my class, I explained you about the definition of narration and types of it. You know, narration is two types, direct speech and indirect speech. And I have told you that how can we differentiate between direct speech and indirect speech, or how can we identify it. You already have known this issue. Now I am repeating the definition again. The words of a speaker is narration. And what about direct speech and indirect speech? The exact words of a speaker is called direct speech, and the speech that a listener imitates from the speaker is indirect speech. Here you are seeing that an example. He said to him, I am waiting for you. So you must need to know about reporting speech, reported speech, and reporting verb, reported verb. And you know very well, by seeing inverted comma, we can easily identify either it will be direct speech or indirect speech. So here I am giving an example of direct speech because the reported speech is within the inverted comma. So here said is reporting verb and he said to me is reporting speech, and am waiting is reported verb and I am waiting for you will be reported speech. Now you must need to know some important things before doing the practices of narration. Number 1, change of reporting verb. Number 2, sentence. Number 3, change of tense. Number 4, change of person. Number 5, subject object possessive. And number 6, adverbial phrase. Number 1, change of reporting verb. If reporting verb of direct speech is present tense, present perfect tense or future tense, then the tense of reported speech will be unchanged. Only person will change. For example, the boy says, I am busy. Here, says is present tense and says here is reporting verb. And I have said that if this reporting verb is present tense, present perfect tense or future tense, then the reported speech here, I am busy, will not be changed. So here the indirect speech will be, the boy says that he is busy, and instead of writing the inverted comma, we should place here the conjunction the. So here I becomes he because the person will change here. In direct speech, after reporting verb, if places an object, then in reported speech, then in indirect speech, the reporting verb will be tell, tells, and told or told. So here, let's have an example. Rani said to me, I wrote a letter. Just look at this example. After said to, here has an object and the object is here me. So we should tell here in indirect speech, Rani told me, instead of saying Rani said to me, because here is an object after reporting verb. That's why I am telling Rani told me that will be here, because instead of inverted comma we should place the, and after the here will be in indirect speech she had written a letter. place conjunction that instead of inverted comma that I have said you already. In English grammar, we can change 5 types of sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. I have told you that the characteristics about 5 types of sentences. How can you identify it? The first one is assertive sentence. Subject, verb, object, and on that, from that sentence, we can know about affirmative or negative statement. Number 2, interrogative. That starts with W's question will be interrogative sentence. Imperative sentence. How can you identify that the sentence that begins with verb or let? After that, we can identify it as imperative sentence. Number 4, operative sentence that will begin with may or long. Then we can call it operative sentence. And what about exclamatory? We can identify it by seeing the note of exclamation. It is the easiest way of identifying exclamatory sentence. Now, how can we change tense? If in direct speech the tense is present indefinite, then in indirect speech the tense will be past indefinite. Like that, if in direct speech the tense is present continuous, then in indirect speech the tense will be past continuous. Like that, if present perfect, then it would be past perfect. If past indefinite, then it will be past perfect. Past after in case of past continuous, then it will be past perfect continuous. If past perfect, then it will be past perfect. If shall, will, can, may, then it will be in indirect speech should, would, could, might. And if you find that must in direct speech, then in indirect speech it will be had to. And remind that if you find a universal truth or regular habit in direct speech, then there will be no change in indirect speech. Now let's have a look. How can we change person? Okay. First person of reported speech will follow the subject of reporting verb. For example, he said, I will pay for it. Now, he said is here reporting speech, and within the quotation mark, I will pay for it will be reported speech. So here, first person of reported speech. I have said first person of reported speech here is I. That will follow the subject of reporting verb. Here, the subject of reporting verb is he. So, according to he, I becomes he. So, the change will be in indirect speech. He said that I would pay for it. Here, I becomes he because I must follow the subject of reporting verb. That's why I am writing it. Like the previous rule, if you find that in reported speech, second person, then it will follow the object of reporting verb. Here, the object of reporting verb is me. He said to me. After said to, there is an object, and the object is here me. And you are a liar. So, you is here the subject of reported speech, and it is second person. As it is second person, then it will follow the object of reporting verb. So, you are a liar. You becomes I because it will follow me, and I is the subjective form of me. That's why I'm telling he told me that You here will be I was a liar. Okay. Then our third person will be no change. Like that, Moni said, Rumi is sick. Here, Rumi is that person. That's why in indirect speech, the sentence will be Moni said that Rumi was sick. Rumi is here unchanged. So I think that's all for today. In the next class, I'll be back with more about narration. Till then, Allah Hafiz.